Hey babes, what's happening? I'm here to talk to you today about hair dye. Back in August of 2018, I had an allergic reaction to hair dye for the first time in 20 years. Now my natural hair color is very light, but I don't like it. I actually hate it. I think it looks really bad on me. So what I do, obviously, is color my hair black. I've colored my hair by myself. I color my hair, go to the salon, whatever. I've never really had this severe of a reaction. So I followed the directions as per usual. I used exactly the same of everything except for the color itself. I used a different brand, but the same color. I've always had sensitive skin, always. If you keep watching this channel, you will see me complain about my sensitive skin more than anything else I complain about, and I have a teenage daughter. But my scalp's always been kind of sensitive too. Even as a baby, I had a really sensitive, like cradle cappy kind of head. So whenever I would have my hair colored, it would like be itchy and kind of burning and sometimes get really uncomfortable. Now, if you leave on hair dye too long, or especially bleach, that is going to really irritate your skin. But this was more than just being irritated. This was like I almost couldn't stand it. But I couldn't stand my blonde hair even more, so I dealt with it. Now, I've bleached my hair plenty of times. I mean, I had like bleached blonde hair with whatever, mohawks and fucking colors and all that shit. So coloring my hair is nothing new. I've been coloring my hair for 20 fucking years or something. But this was extreme. It was bad. It started burning almost instantly when I put it on. Now, I want to just preface this whole thing, even though we're 2.5 minutes in. I wanted to preface this thing with, I actually did go to beauty school. What? It was a really long time ago. It was like, I was like 18 or 19. It was right out of high school. I didn't pursue it. I hated it, actually, even though I love makeup and hair and beauty and all that stuff. It wasn't what I wanted to do. There'll be a whole other video on that if that's what you guys want to hear about. But I just wanted to make sure that I was putting myself in a position of, I'm not an idiot. I know how to color my hair. So moving on from that, I mixed everything like I usually do. I applied everything like I usually do. And I had not even moved on past the first section of my hair, and I started burning. I was on for about 10 minutes and it became unbearable. And it's never been like that before. It's burned, it's itched, it's whatever, but it's never gotten to the point where I literally felt like I was gonna cry. So I washed it off as soon as I possibly, like when the 20 minutes was up, I washed it off. While I was washing it off, it was like setting in. My scalp started to like throb, coming down, like the pain was coming down into my ear, and it was just like burning and itching, but the throbbing was totally new. I've never had my head throb before. Now, I was young and stupid and I had short hair and I would like just throw bleach on and leave it on until it was white. That kind of shit will fuck your skin up. But it wasn't like that either. This was extreme. After about an hour of having the hair color off of my hair, all around like the hairline, my scalp, behind my ears, I started to get like red bumps, blistery bumps. I took a Benadryl almost immediately because I can tell that that was coming on, some kind of allergic reaction, which I have often, and I live on Benadryl. Usually it's like in the form of hives on my face or something like that, but this was something I had completely never experienced before. The throbbing was intense. It felt like my head was twice the size as what it usually is. And I got a big ass dome anyway, so I mean, it literally I felt like Megamind or something. It was huge. So I put ice packs around and all of that and just tried to kind of let it go. And I mean, it was probably 6 hours altogether before it started to kind of subside. But I did a lot of research in this and I scared the shit out of myself, but I think that that's necessary because as somebody who's been coloring their hair for 20 fucking years and went to beauty school, I had no idea hair dye can kill you. Like, seriously, you can die from anaphylaxis. Now, especially in dark hair dyes, which is what I live my life on, there is I'm gonna totally butcher this too, but there is a chemical that in short is called PPD, and generally it says PPD on the box, but sometimes it'll say the actual name, which is this is gonna take me a minute, paraphenyldiamine or something. Whatever it is the actual color. It's the pigment, and in black hair dye, it has the most of whatever this PPD is and whatever it does. The fact that I have always used, the same developer and all of that shit, I think that my saving grace was that I was using a dye that was like didn't have as much of this PPD in it. So apparently this new brand that I had got, and I mean I buy it at Salon Prof. I mean it's a professional dye, but this one in particular has a lot of this PPD in it, and that was why I'm guessing that was why I had such an allergic reaction. Now fast forward a couple days, I still have itching, rash, and all this stuff, and now my scalp is peeling off like fucking Tony the Tiger is hanging out and creating cornflakes on my head. They're huge, they're humongous. If you get really grossed out by stuff, don't watch what I'm about to show you next. So this is my hair, and I mean my scalp, and you can see that it's, you know, a couple days after, 3 days after, whatever it is. And it is just peeling and gross, and it burned. I mean, it still hurt. It took in total probably 2 weeks before my head was back to normal. I had racing heart, high blood pressure. I had a lot of the things that go along with a severe allergy to the hair dye. So I did some research, and as it turns out, there have been some very severe, serious cases of women who have had an allergic reaction and have had major issues, like a coma. Now there are some things, if you Google online about a woman dying, I don't know if I buy a whole lot into it because it was put out by Daily Mail and, you know, that kind of thing. So I really was trying to research that and try to find a name for you guys, but I couldn't. So I don't want to say out loud, hey, you're gonna die from this. But if you can die from peanuts, you can die from hair dye. I mean, you can have anaphylactic shock. Your face swells up. It's fucked up. If you watch NCIS or have any idea who this is Polly Perrette. She plays Abby on NCIS, and she's super adorable, and she dyes her hair black. Well, guess what? She had a severe fucking allergy too, and she's been trying to spread the word about allergies, hair dye allergies, and let women know this can happen to you. This can fuck your shit up. It will fuck your shit up. I've been coloring my hair for 20 years. I have slowly but surely developed an allergy over time. That's exactly what happened to me, and that can happen to you too. And I wanted to make sure that I spread this word around, that I let everybody know, don't die for dye. Dude, seriously, it's not worth it. Because of that, I have been growing my hair out since August, and it looks like shit. Obviously, I like to rock wigs, which makes my life really fun. Underneath here is a really ugly disaster of hair until I can fucking get it taken care of. So now I'm stuck wearing wigs and hats and that kind of shit. It's trash. I hate it. It's garbage. So whether you color your hair at home or you go to the salon or whatever, this can happen to you, and I don't want it to happen to you. So be cautious, be careful, do your patch test. And even still, I don't know if I trust a patch test, because my whole fucking head's been a patch test for 20 years, and this was the first time that this happened so severely. And the shitty thing is that I have now decided and understand that I will never be coloring my hair again. Now, that's not to say if I can find some temporary colors, that are totally PPD free, then I mean, I love hair color. I love crazy hair color, and my natural hair color is really fucking boring. Stay tuned here for more on that. At least for now, I get to wear fun wigs, and I live in the Pacific Northwest, so hats are totally a thing. I want you to tell me down in the comments, let me know if you have a hair dye allergy, if you've ever experienced something like this, if you have, you know, ever had a reaction to a product. Let me know, and let others know too, because the more we can spread the word about this, the safer beauty is going to be for everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that share button and let everybody know, and try to hashtag don't die for dye. I think that that's gonna be something fun. I don't know. Let's try that. Don't die for dye, guys. Stay alive. Don't die for dye. It's not worth it. Wear a fucking wig. It's all good. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video and me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell that goes along with it. The bell's gonna let you know every time I post a video. Boo, boo, ba, doo, boo. I have so much fun hanging out with you guys. I cannot wait to do this again. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram. Make sure that you share the fuck out of this and hashtag don't die for dye. Thank you for watching The Fat Unicorn. See you later, peaches.